Yes, you did lose access to thousands of popular songs on TikTok, but you're not alone. We've all lost access. So, what exactly happened, and do you need to be worried about this? Universal is a group that represents hundreds of artists like Taylor Swift, and they have to have specific licensing agreements with the individual social media platforms. So, they have an individual license with Instagram, they've got it with YouTube, they've got it with TikTok, and as of right now, TikTok and Universal are not seeing eye to eye. They cannot come to an agreement on the terms of the licensing, which allows us to use the music and in certain capacities on the channel. Now, if you are going to be creating content on TikTok or any of the social platforms, it's incredibly important to know when you can and cannot legally use songs because most people are doing it in a way that can actually get them fined or have legal ramifications. So we have our favorite IP and entertainment lawyer here on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist to make sure you're doing it safely so that you don't get a cease and desist or a really big fine for using music inappropriately on the platform or violate the terms of service of TikTok and the other social platforms. So check out those videos. And right now, because Universal and TikTok do not see eye to eye, Universal said, okay, we are now, as of February 1st, going to be pulling all of our music. So now we're seeing thousands and thousands of songs no longer available on TikTok. You will still be able to access them through the other social platforms because they have licensing agreements in place in terms in which they have agreed upon. But TikTok and Universal are not seeing eye to eye. Now, they are still working toward a resolution. So that means that music can come back when they reach a resolution. But because we reached that February 1st deadline and there was no resolution, now we're dealing with no longer having access to that music. It also means that all of your past videos using that music will now be muted. So you may go back in your content and see that, oh no, my older videos no longer have that music with it. That is the case. That is the way that it is going to be for now until they can come to a resolution and we can deal with moving forward with this. Now, it's incredibly important to remember if you are a brand, acting as a brand in any capacity, even a personal brand, you cannot be using that popular trending music that is against the licensing agreements. You must use the commercial sounds on TikTok in order to be posting anything that is potentially for your business. And that can be as far as a brand deal, that can be just marketing an affiliate link, that can just be building your brand. Without using that properly licensed music, you can get in trouble. So if you are somebody who likes to use music a lot, go to one of those music subscription sites and use the music as part of that subscription that you can then use on social media. I'll link one of my favorites down below as well as a review video on how to use that. Highly recommend. Stay away from that popular trending music because that can get you, again, fined, potentially sued. You can get a cease and desist, all sorts of things. And you want to make sure if you're using music from the TikTok library, you are using the commercial sounds. And like I said, we've got an IP and entertainment lawyer breaking down how you can function on social media as a brand, as a public figure, as somebody building a business of any kind. But our IP and entertainment lawyer is actually recording with me today for release tomorrow, breaking down more of the Universal versus TikTok agreement that is happening right now and why we no longer have access to this music in this moment. So if you'd like to hear from a lawyer on the legal side of this, stay tuned to the subscribe and notification bell, and we'll be continuing to bring you breaking news on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube to help you thrive in this space, make this your most profitable year ever with the least amount of stress, overwhelm, and time commitment on your content creation. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.